to the Lionel Man Cave. I'm Train Room Gary, and today we're going to talk about O-gauge railroading Ameri-Towne Building Kits. And what these are, they are 3-story buildings that I have trimmed down to 2-story buildings. And we'll pan along here in a minute, but there's actually 4 sets of these up in here. There'll be actually 4 more sets down below. I got the blue already in. So by taking these buildings and trimming them down, I actually get more value for my dollar, because you can just buy the building fronts, and I figured it was a lot cheaper. You can save 50% of your money by just buying the whole kit and cutting it apart. So take a 2-story building, make it into take a 3-story building and make it into a 2-story building. So there are 2 stories going through here, and then 1 story, and then back up to 2. And this is all being done with Amer-Towne Building Kits from O-gauge railroading. This happens to be called kit number 875, Lou's Cafe. And what we have here is, first one is, it's a called Mackinac Printing and Publishing. And of course the lower level is a little cafe shop. And the upper level is the production house for the printing company. We'll pan down here. Now these signs I made by scanning old magazines, putting them in the Photoshop, cleaning them up, and then printing them on photo quality paper. Now here we're advertising the Piper Cub airplane, of course Coca-Cola. And you able to look at the clouds here. I do have clouds in this section. Kind of adds to the realism. I use all acrylic paints. And these have all been weathered. A little bit of grayish white chalk. This is higher as root beer. Of course, this being a shelf layout, there's that beam again. But you know, I can get a lot more trains in my little space here by having these different levels. Michigan Bell telephone. Well, it's kind of fun doing these ads by taking old magazines, cutting them up, and then scanning the pages to get the artwork. All right, this is the Redford Liquidation Company. And everything here is custom. Just taking those buildings and cutting them apart and making a 4-story building, a 3-story building, a 2-story building, and then the top part, which you see over here, which was a top floor, is now the floor level. And of course, here's the doors to the building. This is called Redford Liquidation. And some signs from that era. I'm basically, like everybody else, 1950s and 60s, which allows me to run steam and diesel on my layout. So this kind of gives you the full feeling here of what we accomplished by taking these buildings and giving some depth to the wall. So I think it came out looking pretty good. This is I call it the green level. And this is all done. I'll get this, wrapped up, and then I'll start building the same thing under this. So I'll be able to do 4 more buildings of some sort. I'm probably gonna go with this Amer-Towne again. They're really a nice product. And as you see, as I build these things, they're easy to cut. It cuts with a razor saw, exact knife. You don't need any power tools. Cut this stuff. So this is basically it. This is the whole thing. Displaying to you what we have in this flat building. So I think it turned out to be kind of a plus for the layout. And the thing about a model railroad, it's never done. I mean, I'm always coming up with little things you can do. I mean, I had the major work is under control as far as track lane is concerned. You know, I could add another section on, and that may still happen. I've been thinking about doing a loop around the room at ceiling height. But I got plenty to keep me busy here. I think this winter season is going to be this kit bashing. I've seen a lot of people online make trees and doing shrubs and shrubberies. And you look at YouTube, there are just tons of stuff going on in the model railroading hobby. People making stuff and doing stuff. And I think as modelers, I think it's good that we try to share what we can of how we just do things. Just don't show us a done product. You know, hey, I want to know how you did that. And unless you got some kind of commercial secret going, but for most of us, show us what you did and show us how you did it. What we're going to do next is fire up the Amtrak. I think it's the F40PH. This is called 878. Adds high ride good. And then hit it with dull coat testers. And I'm going to spray all these parts here with the camera off. I was kind of debating against whether to use the sharp blade. And I put a shot and about trying to get the paint. It's going to be in different areas now. Hopefully this comes up on the video okay. It looks pretty good so far. So I will, sometimes I come back and I give this 2 coats because I do a little touch-up work here. And
thanks for watching. I will see you for part 2 next week for a detailed look at weathering and painting of these flat structures. As a YouTuber, I enjoy sharing ideas. I will see you in about 1 week. Take care. Train Room Gary.